For me, she was the person in the classroom that I often, if I ever wanted to feel like I was doing really important things with my class and having like a college seminar, especially when we were doing our book reading, I would always look over to Zayra and I would imagine us being in a college environment because that's the way she carried herself and that's the way she presented herself. When other people were dozing off because maybe they're having a hard day, or as Miss Student says, they were doing a little too much, or as I would say, doing a little too little. She was always fully focused, and I really appreciated about her because at times it gets hard to keep the momentum going and carry the class through to the end of the period or the end of the day, and she helped with that. So I looked at her more as, and this is the best way I could describe Zara. I looked at her more as like a colleague in the classroom, as somebody that I can count on to bring the standards up, rather than a student. She performed exceptionally well, and she was also the one student that, if she was reading a personal book while I was giving a lecture, I wouldn't get upset with her because I knew she was getting best of both, or at least trying to do that. So that's Zayra for you.
Yeah. Yeah. And same, and when I saw her with the book out, I kind of was like, I need to step up my game because obviously what I'm doing is not engaging enough because Zayra is reading her book and I need to be better,
Yeah.
She was that kid that, like, you gauge the entire class, and if you've lost everybody but you still have Zayra, you feel like you're okay.
Yeah.
But if you lose Zayra, it's time to do some reflecting because then it's definitely on you because Zayra wants to get the most out of her education, the most out of her experience. So it's really on you if you've lost Zayra.
Yeah.
Oh man, that kid. I remember one time I found all my old college essays that I wrote, the ones I was really proud of, not just the ones I did at 2 a.m. the morning before. And there was like a 23-page paper on the evolution of walking in our species. And she asked if she could read it. And I come up to her during the middle of the class, and she's reading that while listening to an audiobook and doing her math homework. And I'm like, what is this child even? She still holds the high score for math, for MAP. And she helped me pack my room today. I gotta love that. Like, that saved me a lot of time. And she's such a nice kid. And I still want her to narrate an audiobook, because that'd be great.
I would listen to that book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she actually
Cujo,
apologized for the beginning behavior of the class.
Amy, would you say the beginning of that again? Because Jacob was talking, so I could edit with the whole. She actually apologized.
He wanted to say Cujo, so let him pick up.
It's okay. It's okay.
Oh.
We're so
I
naturally
couldn't
is.
keep up.
No, that's okay.
We're not even on camera. Can you even tell we're on camera right now?
We'll fix it in post.
Yeah.
She actually apologized for the behavior of the class in the beginning when students were having trouble settling in, even though in no way whatsoever was she part of the problem. But on behalf of the class, she was apologizing and hoping that wherever I land next year, I have wonderful students, and I just thought that was pretty unique.
Very Zayra.
Yeah, very mature. Like she's able to see the future. Like she's able to see things ahead rather than solely focusing on the present, which I think is very challenging for a middle schooler and
Most adults I know.
Yeah, and adults, yeah. And like at the 8th grade dinner when one of Trejo's former students or his mentee came to talk about how well he's doing in college and the scholarship that he got, Zayra was just utterly enraptured by that conversation because I think she recognized it as an opportunity and wanted to learn more about how she could possibly pursue that opportunity. So she's one that I know, like Zayra is already the college student that she's going to become. She's exemplified those qualities. So it's not even like, oh, I hope Zayra has a bright future. It's just like, oh, yeah, she's going to have a bright because she already is right now. So she's just got to continue along.
Yeah, if there's an opportunity, Zayra always jumps on it. She doesn't let any opportunities pass her.
When Zayra transferred here, she transferred here because her brother was struggling at their previous school. And that school was happy to send us her older brother. Sorry, Saeed. But they did not want to lose Zayra, and it's clear why. Because she is an absolute rock star. I've told her this a million times. Zayra could get dropped into a Brazilian rainforest not speaking any Portuguese, and she'd still find a way to get straight A's. I am not worried about her. I want her to see herself the way that her teachers and that her parents see her. And if she does that, that girl is going to be president of the U.S., president of the world.